Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. Today we will be continuing the Farsight expedition on the fourth map. Again, we did skip the first one, so there we go. We are going to the Ruins Repurposed. And again, we're going to be trying to go a little bit quicker. Not too much of the messing around with too much setup. We're going to be a little messy. We will make things much prettier in the future. So we have a kernel packet fatal exception from the Ada status. Mother is away, she will return when time requires. Praise be the founders! And anti-creeper technology is identified. Mission priority, acquire all other priorities suspended. So we have some anti-creeper technology, which is these towers or pyramids over here. We do have some emitters on the map, and that will be filling us up with plenty of creeper. And we have these shields over here. These will be instrumental for our own survival. So fantastic. We can definitely start everything off. And we're going to start in the shield. We're going to really just focus on getting everything squared away, get the initial placement down, and then after that we will just be off to the races. No problems there. We do have mines from last time, which is fantastic. We do have plenty of energy generation. We can even start putting those down. And those are generally best in a top-down view, I will say. It does help. I might have actually put this tower in a bad spot, so I will be moving that one as well. So let's just destroy this one. So again, this game is a little bit slower, which is perfectly fine. And yeah, we will get everything squared away. We have a lot of stuff going down, and not too much time to do it. We are just going to let things ride. We're not going to be optimal and blah, 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 but we will get to optimal things when we get to the harder difficulty things. We definitely will want a tower or two, and that will help us as we expand. But let's get the show on the road. Let's start playing. And we have a preacher. Or no, we have, we have our hippie. This is truly joyous occasion, friend. Fellow travelers have been here before us. They chose to share their implements of peace through work, or thorough work. No, through work. Demonstrates our good intentions. We can do this. Go in peace. There we go. So we do want peace, and you can see this shield is huge. It is massive. If we undo the top view, you can see it is just a big dome that will definitely keep us well protected. Essentially, you can't even lose this one because of that. It's a little, it is fantastic. It is great. It's a little bit of a I win button though, but we already have our miners starting to come up, so we can start placing down some other things. As those finish, we will very happily do that. We have a selected mine. We can now start building this stuff called blueite, which is fantastic, and that also means we can get a factory. So blueite itself is useful because it is what anti-creeper does need. So there we go. We can actually hook this up, and we are in a very good place there. Now, can we get this to connect? I don't think we can, but that might work right like that, and then we might have a connection to this side as well. Your spirit is awesome! Miners making blueite and sending it to the factory. It's a regular commune of resources. And what's that at the factory? You got it, Chief. Anti-creeper. Yin, yang, alpha, and omega balance to the force. There we go. We are balancing everything out. We will have plenty of anti-creeper to go around. We have cannons being built, which is fantastic. Again, we do want to use our energy up, and we can even land over here. As you can see, we have established the second of the shields, and it just pushes that creeper away. I mean, right there, we are in fantastic positions. We can even get a nullifier down inside our territory. It is nice and safe, and we have basically all we need at this point to effectively win. We do want to keep our pylons going to get over here, and we are going to want a whole lot more anti-creeper. So while it is paused, before I read that, let's just plop down a whole slew of lovely, delicious mines over here, and that will be a huge boon for us. We have mines going down. Let's make sure we can get essentially as many as possible. Fantastic. And perfect. AC automatons detected, seize initiative and advance on enemy positions, and our priority is nullification. As you can see, this little fella gets summoned from the anti-creeper in there, and then it just, creates more anti-creeper. We don't really need energy as much. We are going to go strictly blue-white over here, and that will produce a whole slew of anti-creep. As long as our anti-creep holds steady, that's essentially what we want. So if we are holding steady, we can get more energy, because we don't have anything else that uses anti-creeper. So we just want it to be perfectly steady, and that looks to be still going up a little bit. Maybe we'll convert another one to energy, but we're pretty good there. We just want cannons at this point. That's all we really need. We don't really need anything else. We can go mortars, of course, but it's really not going to be too deep for us. We don't really care about energy at all. I mean, this map is essentially one because of this. But let's actually put down some mortars over here. Why not? Mortars are always fun in these places. High up, always better for mortars, so we will get them in the top places. It's fantastic. So we'll spread out our towers, make sure they're getting power, making sure all of the good things are happening. And you can already see this map is definitely starting to empty very quickly thanks to the anti-creeper, thanks to our cannons. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. We can already start moving out into the world. We've cleaned up portions of the map that are just pretty substantial. And yeah, we can just take our little force here and move on through. We will eventually want pylons, technically, but don't really need it at this current juncture. It doesn't really matter. We're just getting to the nullification for our friend, the Sarge. So, nullification already online for a second one. You can see anti-creeper already starting to take hold and flood the map. There really isn't too much that's going to hold us back at this point. And we do want to connect up this liftic so we can start working on things there. Our towers going very strong. No more creeper being produced over here, only anti-creeper, so we can even start working further over. We have the land is ours. You can see we have the ability to go through huge areas. Hopefully our pylons can make it, and it seems like we can build an okay pylon structure to the other side. Again, pylons will speed up the overall distribution of energy, so it's important to generally do that. You don't always need to, but technology for anti-creeper unit found. Requires study and conference with brothers to adapt systems. Patience while we meditate. Praise be the founders. So we now have a potential weapon for our anti-creeper. We will not, hopefully, need to constantly keep the anti-creeper at, I say at bay, but I mean at these pyramids, Who needs a pyramid when we can use it ourselves? Let's hook up the liftic to the towers, or totems, which is all we actually need, but we will be getting the nullification bonus as well. It is an option. We have the resources, we have the power, we have the cannons, we have the mortars, we have the nullifiers. Let's just get it done, and this map is completely completed. 100%ed. Nullification online, nullifier 2 coming up, power going out. Essentially done. I did make a mistake, as this will be faster there, but there we go. All done. Nice and easy. 19 minutes. Again, not the fastest. You can see things being done in 7 minutes time, 9 minutes time. We can do it much faster. Just tossing it on ×4 speed. Not going to be the fastest time-wise, but it is the fastest in terms of length of play. So that's all I'm trying to do, is keep the length of play for these early maps down. We will get to significantly harder levels. We will get to places where we need to plan things out. But again, right now, we are still in the state of we need to control things. So as you can see, we have a new reboot of our ADA status. We did not make it to Mars. It happens. I'm sorry, Dr. Saloy. My system software has been experiencing faults. I have marked the areas in my system memory that may be failing. This should increase my reliability. We have arrived at a destination that does not appear to be Mars. System protocols indicate we should recalculate and jump to return to Mars. So, we're not quite there yet. Can't say we're surprised. Here we are on another new map, and we can plan out this beginning just a little bit better. Let's try and get things to be as hunky-dory as possible, and I think that will do. You know, just line everything up. Again, on these earlier levels, we don't need to be... that's going to annoy me, though. We don't need to be perfect. We do not need everything to eke out, you know, the maximum potential for every little thing. We will, again, get to that eventually, and we're just going to have fun with it. So we can just say, you know what, here we go, let's just get a line in. That's all we really care about, goes far over, and hopefully we can get another line in. Unfortunately, it is not possible there because it would connect to something that we don't want it to, which is perfectly fine. But there we go, and perfect, another line. And that's all we really want. We just want these lines to give us power. It doesn't really matter how much overall. We're just going to try and get pretty much all the map. I don't care about little stragglers here and there. Again, I will be much more meticulous and about this in other maps. I can't stress that enough. I do like things looking pretty. I do like things working efficiently. But right now, it really, again, does not matter too greatly. So we will definitely cover this area, and we're going to have a bit of a problem. As you can see, there is effectively no creeper other than this on the map, and there are no emitters over here. There's nothing that really is quote-unquote a threat here. What is the threat? Well, it is these. These are very unique units. I very rarely have seen them in custom maps. I don't even know if they are used in custom maps, I will say that. So that is an interesting thing. We do also have these refineries, which we will want. Refineries where harvest is greener, which we will get to in a moment. I think we are pretty much set. The only other thing we might want is some pylons. So say a pylon to this ore, which is bluite. So that is effectively, this bluite ore is effectively turning this to blue. That is producing the exact same thing. So that is very fantastic to have. And there we go. We should be in a very good place here. Again, we are putting down way too much, but that's okay. It will work itself out. Priority notification. Technology consistent with creeper. Manipulation identified. Operator should exercise caution. Creeper flow patterns not within normal parameters. Mission priorities nullification, even though that's optional. All other priorities suspended. So, opportunity is bound. The totems on this world require liftic, which is what we will get. Fortune has provided green R crystals. All that is necessary to enable the green R refinery. Done! Build the green R refinery near green R crystals to harvest them. Your factory will convert them to liftic. Go in peace, traveler. So we did find the raw materials for that. And we do have these energy barriers. These will protect us, which is fantastic. And we do need some cannons. We will need to protect ourselves. Mortars would be more beneficial up on the high ground, but for the early game, I just want to have some cannons in order to... they're cheaper. I mean, just to be completely honest, cannons are cheaper, but we do have pretty good generation. So as you can see, we are already getting some anti-creeper. Our cannons are already coming online. We should have the protection that we need to hold this place. And we've essentially held most of the map already, which is pretty amazing. I cannot say any more than that is a fantastic thing to do. And we can start working on the places that we need. Ooh, actually we did not hold. We did need mortars. That was indeed my complete fault. We did get the shield. I guess the cannons were not enough, and they are coming for me. That's what happens when you do things quick. You can respond to elements like that, but unfortunately I did not do that well enough. That was entirely my fault. Perfectly fine. We'll just swap some of these to blue white. Again, we have plenty of energy, we have the technology, we have the cannons, we have the mortars, and yeah, we'll push everything back without a problem. Let's just make sure we get a cannon on this side as well, and that will regenerate our shields as we need it. So we will just start pushing things back. We will get to where we need to, which is back over there. Surprisingly, we already can with this, which is fantastic. We want to clear off these side points, because these side points are effectively way... Oh, that is not long enough, is it? Alright, we will destroy you. That's fine. These side points are what we need to nullify, so these will actually prevent the creeper from getting to us. So by nullifying these, we will be shutting down the creeper, and yeah, again, I was moving a little quick. I tried to get to the side areas as fast as possible. It happens, but we can just start wearing things down. It looks like these sides where they're coming up are the biggest problem, and you can see that already exploded. So fantastic for us. We have some mortars going to town. We can start pushing out. Let's get a few more cannons. Probably going to get a few more mortars as well. Use up all of our energy for the next foreseeable future. And we can start with the onslaught. Again, our entire goal is to make it to these, so we can shut this down. And we should be really good. I really should be focusing on putting down new towers, because I wasn't. And we are now golden. We have towers, they reach out, they get over there. We can toss down some orders. Fantastic. Boom. Just one per. That's perfectly fine. Those will clear out this in time, and we can keep our progress. This essentially will win us them up again. So back here, this is where the waves are coming. You can see the waves spawning, and then hitting the back and coming forward. And that is what we're essentially up against. Now, because we are clearing off the sides, we can move these over here. That will clear that out. And we're going to nullify this beast right here. With that nullified, the map is over. I mean, this is the end of the map. Done and dusted. We have the blue white. We actually have more blue white than we need. We did not get a tower for blue white, however, which, you know, it happens. But once that nullifier is built, we have nullified the enemies. No new waves will spawn. You can see this has turned red. So this is all the creeper on the map. That's it. No more creeper. We have won. All we need to do now is effectively get to these totems, get to this item, and that's it. So we can just start building across. No more creepers going to come for us. We just have to make sure, you know, again, the towers survive, which they did. Thankfully, you know, I'm not the best at looking out for them, but at the same time, they're unmanned. You know, I'm not losing any lives. I'm just sort of throwing materials to the wind. Maybe not the best way to handle things, but, you know, we got it completed. Oh, there was enough to kill it. I thought they had enough ammo that they would have been fine, but there we go. Done. Everything will be hooked up, and that's the map. FAR OS executable module was found. 2 out of 42. Let's install. Yes. Additional modules loaded. Journey began just. Stay path and all becomes clear. Praise be the founders. Praise them founders. We have done it. We have loaded the module. Again, it did not give us the weapon right now, but I think on the next level we might be getting that module. I'm not 100% sure, but let us see. Boom. Objective obtained. Next mission completed. Just jumping out of here. We are trying to get through these quickly. Again, time was 21 minutes. Not the fastest. Can definitely go significantly faster. And had I built some mortars in the beginning, this mission would have been over in, you know, half the time probably. So that was my fault. I forgot how fast it came up. Again, it's been a little while since I have done these. Actually, quite a while. But that's okay. It's okay. We're moving on to We Were Never Alone. Getting to this next map, and yeah, this will be the third map of the level. Here we go. Jump complete. I'm sorry, Dr. Saloy, the jump was a success, but we did not arrive at Mars. Surprise, surprise. Scans of the surrounding terrain show structures, but they are inconsistent with known engineering. All systems are operating within normal parameters. Protocol 99 has been initiated. Ooh, Protocol 99. It's not as good as Order 66, but, you know, pretty close. In the event of normal system operation, but inconsistent operating results, halt and await operator input. Mother needs family whole, praise be the founders. So, and then we're supposed to ignore the software anomalies. This world contains an imminent aerial threat. So we now have spores from these little things over here. Missile defenses added to operational systems. Mission priority nullification. So these are spores. They will launch these spores at us in 4 minutes time. Ideally about a few minutes less than that. Well, not a few minutes less than that. 4 minutes in-game time, not real time. So now we do have missiles. So here we go. We have Redon over here, which will provide us the energy for the missiles. And we have a battery of sorts that can store power for us. So what? Oh, come on. All right. At last, an opportunity to converse. This world contains a delegate, a great opportunity granted by a great antennae. See, the others aren't as misguided as you might assume. Perhaps an open mind will help us in our journey. There we go. So Redon ore down here, we will be needing that without a doubt. But what do we need more? We just need to get set up. And to do that, we're going to make things a little... All right, I want that to be straight, so the rest will be in line. There we go. Much better. And we just want to bring this all the way down to the end. A little bit of a shift, but that's okay. Again, we're still on the it's okay to be not perfect path. And we have a lot that we're going to try and protect. I think we have the capability to protect most of this. I don't know about all of it, but again, that's okay. We might lose some things. Again, this just generates us energy, and energy is good. Now we can just finish with the miners, starting in the corner. That way we know we are maximizing our potential. And it looks like this one tower here is a problem, so we will toss down one more miner after we destroy that. Fantastic. Get our last tower down. Perfect. And yeah, so Redon goes to a factory and can be used for missile launchers. So we will definitely be needing a factory for missile launchers. We definitely don't need it for blue white though. We have nothing that can use blue white currently, at least. So we'll toss down some basic defenses, high walls, good for mortars. So we will definitely line some mortars on these high walls, a couple on these high points, and we're going to get some cannons, and we're going to start placing them right at the entrance and see if they can hold. Can they? Will they even be built by the time we get Creeper over here? I don't know. Again, I don't know how fast this map is going to be, but that is our setup. I think it's going to last pretty well, and we can then, once all this is complete, again, it sort of does things in order, which is very nice. We can put down some pylons all over the place so we can connect up our power system. We want power to be flowing smooth and well to all portions, and will our towers make it? Looks like they do, which is fantastic. We have a pretty good structure set up here. Our energy use is very strong. We can even get some mortar backup on these front lines. And I think we should be pretty fantastic. I mean, I can't see anything going wrong with this, so let us start with the Tower Brigade. Towers abound, using all of our energy, going into a huge, huge deficit. But because we're generating energy so well, we're already out of it and storing energy again. We're just going to make a huge squad. We're not going to mess around. I didn't even make missiles. That is how good I am. The entire portion of this was to make missiles, and I didn't. Look at me now. Just being terrible. So let's put down these missiles. You can see they protect a wide area. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm moving way too fast even for me. Again, everything can be done in the pause menu. It goes very quick. But now we should have missiles, and look at that. We are shooting down, and we have protected ourselves. Fantastic. Let's actually get onto this map with our hit squads. We have protection, we have energy, we have everything we need. The only thing we don't right now is me putting down towers to protect our front line. As long as we can get energy out here, we should be good. because we want to connect up that right there. If we can connect this up, again, we get that tower, we get that shield. It's going to push everything to the sides. And looks like we're in a pretty good place. Let's make sure we are keeping our missiles up. And now we just want to work down towards the emitters. We have our tower structure. We have... we will have energy in this huge circle. That way, no matter where we go, we will have plenty of resources. We'll keep the pylon system running, getting it to the center, even though some of our towers are it's perfectly fine. And we don't want to move all of our towers, though. That's the one thing. You never really want to move all of your towers, because the moment you move all of your towers, you will most likely lose ground. But as you can see, by just moving a few, keeping them up to date, we are now going to be able to gain some ground here, get towards this emitter, and hopefully get to the position where we can shut it off. I'll toss down a couple of mortars. This way they will help clear up all of this deeper creeper. And let's even line our entire shield with mortars. That way we can, without a doubt, say we have pretty good deeper creeper protection firing off. We definitely want that to be helpful. And you can see the mortars doing huge works against this emitter every time it pops up, because that's what the mortars do. They do the big damage when the creeper is that high. And we're pretty much squared away now. I think we might be able to sneak a nullifier in right there. And if we do, this is half of the emitters on that are the main threat right now taken care of. I'm just going to toss down some things. Creeper is no longer really spawning on the side. We'll toss down some towers, get them energy, get them built. And look at that! Boom! We now have a nullifier. Which means we will still get creeper, of course. I mean, we're not preventing the creeper, but we are cutting off its main supply for this area. So we can start to move our hold, and that will then free up so much of our resources, because we don't have to worry about just a huge amount of creeper being spawned on this side. Done and dusted. We can even move our back line. Don't really care too much. We're just going to move it right on over here and start preparing for that. Again, our power supply is just perfect. We have mortars moving in. We have cannons moving in. We have power to everything. We can even start moving our back lines now. And we're going to try and cut it off on this right side. If we cut it off on the right side again, this is the side that is flowing in from this strong emitter over here. So if we cut it off there, nothing really should get to the left side, because it is essentially flooded. We have flooded the world. We have solved the mystery. And I think we are done there. Perfect. Done and dusted. We can toss down some of these, why not, just to get the energy really quick. And we can even toss down a few more missiles. They're the ones. Put them just all over the place. Again, we have the energy, we have the red on, which is our ammo. Might as well get them down. We can even toss down a whole slew of them over here to shoot the missiles as soon as they spawn. Or shoot the spores, I should say, not the missiles. And our goal now is to get to this emitter here. We have another goal, is to reclaim. So while we will be nullifying, because we are going to do the bonus objectives, well, you know, we want to do that. We also want to do the goal, which is reclaim. And as you can see, our reclaim percentage is going from 90% and around. Is not a constant value. And the reason for that is reclaiming is land that we own. So we only own, not percent, total land, we need to own to get that to 100%. So in this case, it's probably like 80% of the map will be 100% for the reclaim value. This push right here should probably push us to our reclaim value, as you can hear. You can actually hear the reclaiming charging up. We've cut off the creep over here, and we're pretty much done. And once we nullify this right there, will that nullifier hold? It will not, unfortunately. It happens. I would like to get a few more of these is to the other side. We really want to just lock this down, get it done, because once this is done, they are not producing creep. That is one thing. Spores do not produce creep. They are there strictly for the basis. Oh, I built them too late. It's okay. We have backups in mind. Let's get this group over on this side. The spores, again, don't produce creep. They will produce eggs at some point. We have not yet seen eggs as to be a problem. We will. Eggs will be annoying. It's perfectly fine. But we are now in a position where we can nullify essentially everything once, again, this one goes down, which it is just about done. It is nullified. No more creep is being produced. So we've finished the map. Again, another map done and dusted. We have done everything. One more set of nullifiers. Not even nullifiers. One more singular nullifier. And that will get all three. As you can see, a nullifier can do multiple things. Let's protect our towers. I don't need anything else dying, because I didn't hook up power, because I am wise. But there you go. Another map done. Again, 4 times speed. Way overdid the time. This was not a great time. But you can still see. People have done significantly worse. People who are doing average around there. People have also done significantly better. But I am not trying for the best possible time on these maps. I am just trying to get through them. We are going to try and do one more map for sure for today. Just again, we are moving at this fast speed. So here we go. We are moving on to the... it's just the hints map. Each world is worse than the last, but perhaps there is a glimmer of hope. So we are starting to get to the point where our systems are getting to an operational standpoint. Things are looking slightly better. Awaiting input from the Ada status. Greatness abounds! Founders have blessed technology for anti-creeper sprayer decoded! We now have a weapon that can use anti-creeper. Praise be the founders. Superfluous software anomaly has yielded some productive results, delaying deletion for 1 additional cycle. Sprayer technology should be immediately utilized for primary objective, mission priority nullification, all others suspended. Brothers, I do not like how this is progressing. We must not adopt the ways of those who have lost the path. Anti-creeper is balance, I concur, but to weaponize it in such a way will surely only lead to more conflict. We should embrace sacrifice, and perhaps that will persuade others of good intentions. Go in peace, traveler. Fantastic. We now have a use for our glorious, glorious anti-creeper, which means all of our mines can be are fantastic. Let's actually do this properly. We can do that. Let us destroy this, and we will do it like this. Again, we're not going for max optimal, but we have the space, we have the technology, and what we can do here is now do it from the top, and that leaves a little bit of space in the middle where we can put down some towers and see how that goes with actually getting everything squared away. Because again, one big thing is you need to hook up power to things. So we will be using, again, the high ground, and we will be using our fantastic battery. So you always want to use your batteries. And let's see how these reach. Looks like they reach all except for maybe the bottom corner. So let's just delete this one miner. Sorry, miner. I can lay it out more optimally and probably sneak in another miner, but I'm okay with that. I think we will be fine. And here we go. Again, priority notification. Crimson Creeper generator detected. These are these little crystal flowers. Crimson Creeper is hardened and resistant to known weaponry. Utilize anti-creeper and superior tactical maneuvers to dominate the Crimson. Mission priority nullification. All other priorities suspended. So we will indeed want to get rid of that. This structure has a similar mechanism to the AC towers that we have already seen, so we want to make sure we fill all of this up. Again, tossing down all of the towers. Not the smartest thing to do in the beginning, but it's the most fun. You know, you just want everything in place, you want it working, You want to have your energy system sorted, and we will. We will have all of the energy that we need. We will have anti-creeper, we will have power, we will have cannons, we will have mortars. It is going to be a wonderful thing. So let us plan out some mortars. As always, the higher the better for mortars. It protects them from the creep, it protects them from the flow. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. We will need towers to protect them as well. And as you can see, there may be some creeps sneaking in on the side, so we want to get that over there. We will also use this wall to our advantage and build up. Fantastic, and that gets us even more minages. Who doesn't like mines? I know I like a mine whenever I can. So, looks like we'll start with this again. Just getting things in, not being optimal. This is actually basically almost as poor as you can make it. But, hey, we got some more power eked out there. I will take it. We will want, again, some mortars on this side as well. So we'll toss down some mortars. They do have the lovely generator of the Crimson, but we will be okay there. Turn it up to 4 times speed. Ideally, not going off of 4 times speed. We should be in a pretty good place, and we can get some sprayers. Now, this does need anti-creeper, so we will turn some of our lovely miners into anti-creeper miners. Let's actually turn this corner into anti-creep. Or blue-white in this regard. I appear to have something else selected, which is fantastic. Boom. All of our miners are almost done, and there we go. We have energy, we have a store of energy, we have blue-white. Ooh, I let it go too far, see? That's what happens. That is what happens. But we have blue-white going over here. It's producing tons of anti-creeper. We are in a stable place, actually. We have stabilized. The cannons did come in time. So I think we are pretty good. Now you can see our blue-white is full, so we can now start building sprayers. And these essentially are cannons that spray anti-creeper. What we can also do is turn them to always on. So if we watch this, always on, boom, they just start producing this anti-creeper layer for us. Do we need it? We don't really need it in base. But hey, we have the anti-creeper. It is now steadily going down because we are not generating enough, which is fine, and we can just start making our wave squads. You always want to do, use up your things, get a deficit, get a store again. It's so weird seeing it just pop in and out as fast because I generally don't play everything on 4 times speed. It's a lot of fun. It just goes super fast. Whatever you need, it is done. And you can see, look, the anti-creeper is just taking over. Our power source is pretty good now. Let's get some more blue-white out there and really flood the map. Look at that. We are now generating 9.3 and we still don't have enough. So probably have a few too many of these sprayers. Always on that. Oh no, we're actually generating now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So everything is fully operational, and we essentially can just take over the map in anti-creeper now. We have enough towers. We have enough energy. We don't really need too much more. And the beautiful thing with anti-creeper like this, well, assuming I actually hook up power, because I thought it would be hooked up, is it holds everything at bay. We do get that bonus of you push it back, and then the anti-creeper keeps it in place. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Data analyzer initiated analysis of data record follows. Chrono dating indicates an age of greater than 8,000 standard Earth years, so we've gone a long way. Kira, the founders would be proud. I think I've identified a weakness in the Creeper. The prophecy says the Creeper will prevail, and we shall continue in other lands. I believe thy's discovery may be the key to unlocking those other lands. Data on the discovery is forthcoming. I hope all remains well with you and the children. I wish I could be there, but there's work. Thy's work is critically important. I hope you understand. I will be with you soon. Sorry, looks like all the I's are replaced by Y's for the most part, except for a few places. So, you know, the I's and things, kind of messed up a little bit. It happens. We'll get some more power out there because we are pushing them back. We are holding them at bay. We have the resources. We have the energy. Let's get a couple towers out just to protect this wall. We don't want our walls, or we want all the walls up that we can. And it looks like we are golden there. The beauty of Anti-Creeper as well, as you can see, there are spores, not many. I might as well put these down. But because of our Anti-Creeper, when a spore lands, it doesn't do anything. This just prevents it from landing too much more. But we have all of these, and we can just start working our way to things. So we have one over here, we have one over here, emitter-wise, that we want to get down. We also have Liftic that we will need. Let me focus on getting some towers over here because we will be landing, and we do not want our guys to die again. Just like that. We don't want them all to die. Some, that's perfectly fine. Not all, but we will want some refineries. Again, 2 refineries is definitely enough. Let's just toss down a 3rd, because why not? And here we go. We can now start the bunny hop. And even still, yeah, let's just do a little bunny hop right there. Let's just push up. Again, the beauty is the Anti-Creeper will hold our positions nicely. It just flows with our towers, and now you can see it's really cutting them off there. We don't even have towers on the side, and it is literally just being held by the Anti-Creeper. It's a fantastic thing. Our towers are doing the most, and we are just working our way to this emitter. Do we need it? No, because it is not part of the main objective. It is a side objective, but you know, side objectives are fun. The closer we get to this emitter, the sooner we can shut it off, and all of this goes away. It's just all gone. It's not producing in batches or waves. It's sort of pulse. It's just a constant pulse, which is actually very good for towers. We would want some mortars here as well, without a doubt. It would hold it back very nicely if we do that and that. But really, we are at nullification time. It is done. This shall be nullified. And as you can see, look at that. All of the creeper just already just melting away. Anti-Creeper taking over the world. And one other thing I forgot to mention is these. These can block AC, or they can allow it through. It looks like they are allowing AC through. Or AC might be just covering up. No, it is allowing, so that's fine. We wanted to actually let AC through. And you can see, we are sorted. These generators are now effectively defunct, and while we could go straight for this, we can also just go straight on over here. We have the technology, we have the cannons. Do we have the energy? No. Is this gonna lose people? Yes. Will it be that bad? I don't know. Let's see. Will we lose them all, or just a few, with our heavy assault, so to speak? Looks like we lost most of them. That's fine. We'll just grab this batch over here, move them on in, make some more. Again, we have plenty of energy. We have plenty of mortars. We have plenty of cannons. And we have plenty of everything. There really isn't anything that we need other than me putting down towers again, because I'm just not, because I was building more towers. Moving these mortars and stuff. And now we're squared away. Alright, we have effectively just won the creep battle. Creeper will stop being produced with this nullifier completely. We have reclaimed, which is a bonus objective. We are working towards the totems, which we have one right here. Easy. We have one right here. Easy. And all that is left is to nullify just some things shooting at us. So we can get some power over here, get a nullifier, and it's done. Nope. Oh. Nullifier? Please? Flip into place? Alright, that works. And what is left? what did I miss? Where is the... Oh, it's literally right there. It's right in the center. I just had all my towers on top of it. Again, not caring about the spores. They're fine. We have the totems. We have the nullifier. This one is almost online. And again, moving super quick, so I apologize for that, but I want to get to the neater missions later on. So this has been another look at Creeper World. We have gone through hints. We will get to Sirius, where it does start to get more serious, followed by the rest. I do know it is very fun towards the end, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Do you want me to pause and set everything up and then cut back? Make it much more optimal? Is it, messing with your mind in that regard? I don't know. I don't know unless you tell me. So please let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I will have another video tomorrow. It will be another Spirit Hunters video, so for all of those that like that, it will be there. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Catch you next time.